What's up everyone on the internet? Thank you for making this video party. I am so excited to upload this one for you guys because this video we're going to be taking a look at the wildest movie I have ever seen in my entire life. Everything, everywhere, all at once. Oh my god, this movie is a trippy experience because I don't think I've ever seen something this weird and yet so entertaining since I watched The Lighthouse. Now, from what I've been told, this movie has been labeled as the real multiverse of madness, given how it takes parallel universes to a whole new level. And based on what we've seen from Marvel over these past few years, yeah, this film definitely beats the MCU by a landslide. But anyway, going into this movie, the story is set in your regular, typical, normal world and is centered around Evelyn Kwan Wang, played by the talented Michelle Yeoh. And right from the get-go, you get a good look at who this character really is, because based on what we see in the first few minutes, she's practically unhappy with her life. I mean, she's not happy that she's running a laundromat, she's unhappy with her husband, and she's really finding it hard to accept that her daughter's a lesbian. It's as if that she regrets making every decision she's made in her life up until this point. However, things get interesting really quick once Evelyn realizes that there are multiple universes stacked on top of one another and they're all falling apart due to a multiversal threat known as Jobutupaki. And I love how this movie is not only able to travel from one universe to another, but do it in the most entertaining way as possible, because when you watch these characters tap into their multiversal powers, they first gotta do something weird and outrageous that makes everyone just laugh out loud. So if I had to describe this movie in one word, it would be that it's chaotic. I don't know how they did it, but the way these fights are choreographed, it almost feels like they took the essence of a Looney Tunes cartoon and applied it with some kung fu action, because not only are the fights exciting, but it really does show you that any talent can help you out in almost any situation. I mean, who would have thought that sign twirling could one day save your life? Well, sort of. But aside from all the action, I love that behind all the chaos, there's a hidden message that makes the viewer find some appreciation in their life, because during the movie, when Evelyn meets a variation of her husband, she learns that the reason why she's the most badass woman in the entire multiverse is because that she is living the worst possible life in all of the multiverse. Wait, what? Hold on, hear me out. What I mean by that is because this version of Evelyn has never achieved anything in her life, she now has the opportunity to be whatever she wants. And in a way, it shows the viewer that if you've hit rock bottom, the sky's the limit now. At the same time, this movie is also about acceptance, because throughout the film, we are constantly reminded that every version of Evelyn that we see in the multiverse, they've all come to terms with how their lives have played out. But this proves to be a challenge for our main Evelyn, who kind of regrets every decision she has made in her life. I mean, one can understand who is unhappy with their current job, or struggling with their marriage, or finding it difficult to accept that someone in their life is gay. But as we watch Evelyn learn how to accept the way things are, in a way, it practically saves the multiverse. Well, the multiverse that's connected to her, because based on what we see throughout the film, the villain is basically a byproduct of her actions. Now, just to be clear, I did not get this message from the get-go after I watched the film. I actually had to take a shower and process some sort of meaning behind this crazy movie. And even though I was able to piece together some understanding about this film, everyone else who watched it with me, they didn't quite get the big picture. Understandably so, because this is a movie that you can easily get lost in. Even if you are paying attention, it's still a lot to take in. But with all the chaos that is unfolding on screen, it just gives you an excuse to rewatch it and see if you can find anything that you missed. So overall, I really enjoyed this movie, despite being bombarded with some wild multiverse action. I can see why this movie got so many awards at the Oscars, including Best Editing, because holy crap, there's a scene where we see every single variation of Evelyn in a 40-second sequence where every millisecond is a different Evelyn, and oh my god, editing that must have been a nightmare. Now, even though this movie is a lot to take in, there are two different ways you can approach it. You can either turn off your brain and just accept the madness you're about to watch, or you can go in with an open mind and try to find the meaning behind this film. But even so, I think the best way to watch it is with a group of friends just to see their reactions. So if you're looking for something to watch tonight with your buddies, you should definitely check out this film. Well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. That has been all of our review on everything, everywhere, all at once. If you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button so you know what's up from this channel. I'll see you next time in a brand new video. Bye-bye.